Oh, hello. Thanks for coming back. Today I've decided to do a review on two external microphones. I'm relatively new to the external microphone genre when it comes to digital SLRs. I'm essentially a video guy and I'm accustomed to video mics, but there basically isn't much of a difference when you get right down to it. The very first microphone that I ever bought was about 6 or 7 months ago when I first began vlogging with DSLRs, was this microphone. It's the Takstar SGC-598. This is actually a pretty popular microphone on Amazon and on eBay as well. It runs about $30, and for the money it's relatively impressive. This is a directional shotgun microphone, as you can see. It requires one AA battery, and it's pretty bare bones, but basically for the money, it gets the job done. It comes with, as you can see, the standard windscreen. I've already put it on. It's not attached to it when it actually comes in the box. Okay, the suspension system is relatively plasticky and it's pretty stiff, but as far as hearing vibration and whatnot coming from it, I haven't really experienced any of that. Okay, if you look at the side and look at the settings, it comes with a high-pass filter, which is designed to block out a lot of the external noise. I found that when you engage that, you can get mixed results with it, but it is there, and with some cameras it may work pretty well. The first camera I ever used this with was the Nikon D7000, and with that particular unit, I wasn't that impressed with it. All right, it also comes with a 10 decibel increase in the audio. I have used this on occasion, but my preference is to actually use the settings in the camera. Keep this at 0 and use the settings in the camera to actually increase the volume if necessary. I've noticed that you perhaps get a little bit of distortion at times. But other than that, if you know how to use this and the right circumstances to use it under, this particular microphone actually does a pretty good job. Perhaps I've used it out in the field. I'm essentially a landscape photographer, and I've used this out in the field and it's done a respectable job. And I've also used it indoors for perhaps for interviews and things of that nature, or a personal vlog, and it's actually performed pretty well. No complaints really. Okay, because of the jack that it has, this particular microphone is only going to be compatible with DSLRs and recording devices, essentially. If you want it to work with a smartphone or a tablet, you're going to have a jack that actually has 3 rings on the prong here. This only has 2. Okay, three rings would actually be compatible with Mac operating system devices and the like. But you can probably get an adapter and it would probably work. All right, next up. The next microphone is by a company called Movo. And the microphone that I have here is actually the Movo VXR10. Now, compared to the Takstar, you can obviously see the difference in the size. It has a much smaller footprint. This also mounts into the top of the camera. And unlike the Takstar, this particular unit is actually powered by the camera itself, so it does not need an internal battery. And that comes in handy, especially if you have a camera that has a pretty good battery life, as I do. I'm actually recording this right now with the Lumix G7, and I've used it with that, and it's just excellent. It really doesn't drain the battery at all. It works very well. And what I prefer to do is, as I said with the Takstar, most DSLRs now have the ability to actually control the decibel level within the camera. So this is ideal. This doesn't come with any external controls or anything like that. So it would have to be controlled within the camera. So as long as you have a camera that can do that, this is an excellent choice, I think. All right, it comes with the cable that I was just telling you about that would make it compatible with smartphones and certain Mac operating system devices. It comes with the 3-prong jack. So this would work. So this will come in handy if you're using devices of that nature. Standard with this particular unit is also the windscreen. And this is standard, and it works very well. Okay, one thing I missed, I didn't talk about the frequency response of both of these units. Okay, on the Takstar, the frequency response quoted by the manufacturer is 15 hertz to 16,000 hertz. So that gives you a very good range from low to high. Of course, the human ear can only really hear so much. Pretty standard, 40,000 is standard with a lot of audio devices, and 40,000 hertz is inaudible to the human ear. So everything that this particular unit does is well within the range of what we would be able to hear. Okay, now on the part of the Movo, the company quotes its frequency response at 35 hertz to 18,000 hertz. Okay, so again, that's well within the range of what the human ear can perceive. And from what I've seen so far, it does a very good job. All right, in addition to that, it comes with just a little carrying case with the Movo logo on it. Okay, in a second, I will give you a chance to hear how both of these units perform and how they sound. And then you can make your own comparisons on the audio quality of both of them. Okay, right now you're listening to the audio that's coming directly from the Takstar. Listen and see how the audio quality is to you. What I've done is I've given it a 2 decibel increase. Right now I'm about 5 feet away from the camera. And this is pretty much how it sounds. All right, testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. All right, now this is the audio coming from the Movo VXR10. Okay, check it out. Listen to the audio quality. All right, this initial test is done with the standard 2 decibel increase, like was initiated with the Takstar. 2 decibels. All right, testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. All right, this is the Takstar again, and I'm still about the same distance from the camera. It's still a 2 decibel increase in the audio. And just listen to the audio quality and see how it sounds. Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. All right, this is the Movo VXR10. One more time. And check out the audio quality. It's still at 2 decibels. Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. All right, this is the Takstar again. This time I've engaged the 10 decibel boost. And check this out and see how it sounds. Check out the audio quality. Right, testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. And this is the Movo RXV10. One more time. And this is with a 3 decibel increase. So check out the audio quality. Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I hope that brief test has given you a pretty good indication of what these 2 units can do. All right, if you're very budget-minded at $30, it seems to me that the Takstar is actually a pretty good choice for your money. But if you're willing to actually splurge and pay an extra $10, I would go with the Movo. The Movo is really solid, nice metal construction, and this is actually my favorite between the 2. But don't let my opinion influence you. You had a chance to hear the audio for yourself and make an intelligent decision. But I really don't think you can go wrong with either one of these units. As I said, my personal preference would be the Movo, and I'm not being paid by Movo for this particular review. But This is my personal favorite, but I actually have used this for quite some time, and I still actually use this sometimes as a backup. I keep it in my bag. I use a wireless system as well when I'm in the field, which is my primary audio recording device. But sometimes you run out, sometimes things happen with the electronics, and I do use this as a backup. It's always in my bag. So I hope this review has been helpful, and I don't know, hopefully it'll help you make a decision on something that you can get. If you're budget minded, I don't think you can go wrong with either one of these two units. Well, as always, until next time.